Hello dear students, very good morning to you all. In today's class I teach you lab experiment 13 from part B for the computer programming lab. That means in today's class or in today's lab you are going to develop one more software. To develop that software you are making the use of structures or arrays of structures. See in this code I have created one structure as student with these many members, as well as I defined one array of structure to store the information of maximum 20 students. Then which software you need to develop in today's lab? That means which program you need to write in today's lab. What is the main objective of this experiment? That one first you need to understand. That's why first I explain you the main objective behind doing this experiment. What is the question or the problem statement or the experiment objective given by the university is like this: implement structures. Means you need to define one structure as well as array of structure. For what purpose? To read, to write, to calculate. To read, to write and to calculate. What? Average marks. And the students scoring above and below the average marks for a class of n students. See the output, then you will understand the objective. Whenever we run the program, that program will ask the user to enter number of students first. Assume that the number of students entered by you are 3. Then that program will read the information of 3 students. Enter the roll number 1. Enter the name of a student as your wish. Amar. Enter M1 marks 50. Enter subject 2 marks 50. Enter subject 3 marks 50. Once you read the information of first student, then that program will read the information of second student. Enter the roll number of second student 2. Name Akbar. Marks M1 60, M2 60, M3 60. As per the entered number of students, you need to enter the information of third student. Roll number 3 Anthony. 50, 50, 50. Means these many inputs are given now. First input given by me is 3. As per that one, I entered the information of 3 students. Once this program reads the information of 3 students, then the program will calculate the total marks as well as percentage of marks of every student. What is the total marks scored by Amar? 50, 50, 50, 150, 60, 60, 60. 180, 150. Average marks is also calculated by the developed software only. This is what the output. Not only the student information we are getting the class average also. That means 50 plus 60 plus 50 divided by 3. Class average is 53.33. Now the software is not at all completed. It is showing the list of students in such a way that student below class average is it is identifying who scored average marks as below average marks. Amar 50. What is his average marks? 50. That is below average marks. Student below class average is Amar. Student above class average who scored? Akbar. The student who scored below class average? Anthony. This software you have to develop. That means in today's lab you have to develop one software. For what purpose? That reads number of students, it reads the information of those students, it calculates total marks, it calculates the average marks, it calculates class average, it shows the names of those students, those who scored below class average as well as those who scored above class average. This program you have to write. Now I explain how to write this program. It is very easy. First you need to include the header file, then create a structure. Better create a structure outside the main. If you create inside the main, then also it is fine, no problem. I am creating outside the main. With how many members? I have to store the roll number of a student. That's why int RNO. I have to read M1 marks, I have to read M2 marks, I have to read M3 marks, I have to read the name of student. I have to calculate the sum means total of all the 3 marks of every student. Average means percentage of marks or average marks of every student. How many members? Rule number M1, M2, M3 are integer type, name is string type, sum and average are float type. Then the main program starts. Afterwards we need one array of structure. No, I have taken struct student s of 20. S of 20 is the array. S of 0 dot so and so will have the information of first student, second student, and this size you only decide 20, 50, 100 by doing discussion with the customer, because you are the software developer. Then we need one I variable. J is not required. I is for loop, N is for number of students, and I need one more variable to calculate class average. That's for class average equals to 0. Enter number of students. If I enter 3, 3 will be stored in N. Then this for works for how many times, can you tell me? This for works for 3 times. Means first time I will be 0, next 1, next 2. That's all. 0 less than 3, 1 less than 3, 2 less than 3. First enter the rule number. Rule number will be stored within s of 0 dot. Name will be stored within s of 0 dot name, s of 0 dot m1, s of 0 dot m2, s of 0 dot m3. Like this we read the rule number, name, m1 marks, m2 marks, m3 marks of a student. Then while reading name, ampersand not requires, as I told you already. Then you have to calculate total marks of the student. S of 0 dot sum equals to s of 0 dot m1, s of 0 dot m2, s of 0 dot m3. Then you have to calculate the average marks of that student. S of 0 dot avz equals to s of 0 dot sum, means first student's total marks, divided by 3. That is the average marks of first student. What I did, I have read the information of first student, I calculated the total marks of first student, and I have stored within the array. I hope you have understood. Next I becomes 1. We read the information of second student. Where the information of second student will be stored? S of 1 dot number, S of 1 dot name, S of 1 dot m1, m2, m3. Similarly, next I becomes 2. Then the information of third student will be stored within S of 2 dot so and so. Like this, what I did, I have read the information of 3 students. Parallelly I calculated the total marks of the student. Parallelly I calculated the percentage of marks. Over. Next you have to calculate the class average. And how to calculate the class average? Sum of individual students average marks. Class average equals to previous class average plus s sub 0 dot avz. Then second student average marks will be added. Sum equals to sum plus. Similar type of logic has been used here. Even you can write it inside this for also. Just for our clarification you are taken outside. It's not compulsory that you write the program in this way only how I am explaining. You can change it, but develop the same software. Understood, my dear students? Very good. I calculated the class average marks also. Next what you have to do, you have to calculate the class average. This is sum, then divided by 3 will give us the class average. Okay, I calculated the class average. Next print the student information first. I print the title students information. See here, this title you have to print now. Then this one also you have to print. This is also printf, this is also printf. Okay, this is slash t tab gap, slash t tab gap, slash t tab gap. Here 2 tab slash t. Okay, you can use. How many printf we need? 2 printf. First printf is for what purpose? Heading, student information. Cursor moves to next line, students information, cursor moves to next line. Next line, roll number slash t, name slash t, total marks slash t, average marks. We printed the title. Next print the contents of individual array element. S sub 0 dot number percentage d. This percentage d is for first member. S sub 0 dot number. Tab gap. After this percentage s is for s of I dot name. Next 2 times percentage t has been used here to get the 2 tab space. It's not compulsory, you can change it. Then s sub 0 dot sum. Next last one is s sub 0 dot avg. Like this we print the information of all the 3 students. Next print the class average, that is outside the for. Printf class average is so and so. Next above and below you have to check. No, again we need a for. S of 0.avg is more than class average. S of 1.avg is more than class average. S of 2.avg is more than class average. If that is more than class average, that name we are printing. Student above class average is so and so. No, then student below class average is so and so. Like this we print the students who scored above class average, who scored below class average. The software has been developed. I hope you have understood. I explain slowly once again for you as a brief, as a bird's view. First we created a structure. Main program started. Array of structure. N is number of students we can store. I is for loop. Class average, to calculate the class average we read the number of students, we read rule number, name, M1, M2, M3, then we calculate total marks and average marks of every student. We calculate class average, we print the headings, we print the contents of array of structure, we print the class average inside the for above the class average and below the class average. Name we are printing. Here the main completes. In journal also, what you have to do, in journal or observation notebook, write the experiment objective in one page. In the next page write the program. In the next new page write minimum one output. Even if you write two outputs, then also appreciated. How to write everything in journal or observation notebook, I explain you slowly. First, in new page write the experiment, ruled page, okay, or A4 size ruled notebook. In the new page start writing program. In the new page only write the output. Okay. If you have any doubts, please ask me or ask your teachers. Thank you. Have a nice day. Take care.